Hey, good afternoon, guys. This is Jimmy from Primer is Best. It is a hot day here in East Tennessee. Hot. I mean hot. I'm in my 1966 Chevy C10 truck, Almond Joy. It's been a while since I've started it. It's got an electric fuel pump. Thought I'd get it out for just a moment. I had plans today, but my plans have changed because of so many errands my wife and I had to run today. So it's getting close to I guess close to 2 o'clock and in the afternoon, and it is hot. So thought I'd just make a real quick video of this truck. And maybe let it run for just a few minutes. It's been a while since I've started it. I know it looks like in the videos I start them all the time, but that's not the case, I promise you. If I have a few minutes, I'll start one or two and then, move on to something else. Let it sit here and warm up for just a moment, but not too long because I got smoke detectors and I don't want them going off. It's a 350 with a 3 on the tree. 3-speed on the column, that's what that means, 3 on the tree. Right now it's in first gear. You're liable to hear squeaks and rattles because I haven't started it in a while. I'm trying to show you around the truck, but I think it's about, let me wait till I get it outside and I'll show you around the truck. Let it coast out here a minute. About to lose my shade. Put it in neutral. Maybe it'll sit here for just a moment. I don't know. We'll see. Ta-da! Drove this window down. That's for one thing. I had it up so y'all could hear me. And I'll get my emergency brake, whatever. You got to turn it on though. Okay, hang on a minute, guys. Okay, guys, I had a call from my grandson in Virginia, and he's about to join the Air Force to be a mechanic. He's wanting to. That's what him and I were talking about on the phone. I'm not wired up like he is, brain-wise, but he's wired up. He likes to fix things. So he's wanting to be work on planes or helicopters as a mechanic, learn that trade. And he said he'd like to learn how to weld too. And I was telling him if you can stay in the service, he's wanting to make a career out of it. And I said, if you can stay in the service, for the 20 years, I think is what it is, 20 years, I think. I said, you'll have a retirement, and you can come out and get a good job, later on, maybe, I'm just saying maybe like post office or a state trooper, highway patrol or something like that, And he just enjoys tinkering on stuff. I told him, I said, do you remember when you used to come visit me and my wife, Mrs. PIB? I said, I'd set you down at the table, and I had a friend. I know this is not pertaining to the truck. Just hear me out for just a moment. I had a friend that worked in maintenance where I worked, and I'd always ask him, I said, if you see any, small parts, it's got maybe a couple of screws in it, or, this, that, and other, something real small, about the size of my hand or something. I said, I'd like to, for my grandson, take it apart and stuff, so I got a few things, I'd clean them up before I give them to him, make sure they were good and clean. I'd set them at the kitchen table. And, I had a real small set, like a stupid wasper after me. Little tools, like a straight screwdriver, a Phillips head, crescent wrench, just pliers, stuff like that. And I'd set him down at the table, kitchen table, where he couldn't run with the tools, and I'd say, I'd say, son, this part is broke. You think you can fix it? And he said, yeah. He's just a little kid. But he took stuff apart and everything, and tried to put it back together and stuff. And I'd say, after a while, I'd say, "You think you got it fixed?" And he said, "Yeah, I do, Papa. I got it fixed." So, of course, but he told me on the phone a while ago. He said, "I think that's where I got my ideas about wanting to be a mechanic is from sitting at the kitchen table, taking apart different items that I had collected from my friend." And anyway, well, this plane has been flying over and over the house. Let's start on this. I'm sorry I got off on that, but I had that on my mind, and I was just so proud of I'm real happy for my grandson. I hope he gets something he enjoys doing. And I told him, I said, hang on a second. They fly right over the house every time. I said, if you can find something you enjoy doing, I said, it's not really work if you enjoy doing it. All the jobs I've had all my life are jobs that I did not enjoy doing. So it made the day 2 or 3 times longer than it should be. This is my 1966 Chevy C10 truck. Goes by the name of Almond Joy. I'm going to do this real quick. This day's, it's really getting warm. I rattle can painted the whole truck. I'm just repeating what I normally say in videos, but I just wanted to start it and get it out. It's got a 350 in it from a 92 Chevy truck. Low mileage engine, by the way, 350. It's about everything that you see on this truck is new. Radiator, the battery. We started all over. New brakes, brake lines, plugs, wires, hoses, fan belts, alternator, everything that you see, heater core. It's all new. The horn is not, and I had it working at one time, but I think this horn has kicked the bucket. Still a few more things I'd like to do to the truck, but I mean, as far as running and driving, it does just fine. Do this real. I'm going to try to hurry this up. This grill is powder coated, and it's just perfect for this truck. You see how it's kind of faded in spots? Just perfect for this truck. And anyway, I bought this truck. It's a mixture. Let me start again. It's parts from different trucks, and if you watch at the end of the video, I'll show you a few pictures of the truck. Not many, a few, but you can go back on my YouTube channel, Primer is Best. That's what you're watching. You can type in 1966 Chevy C10 truck Almond Joy, and y'all named it that. I had a name contest. Y'all named it Almond Joy because I painted it almond gloss, rattle can paint. And then my wife and I, sorry for the plane, guys, it's over and over. It's got penetrol on it. It's like that Poppy's patina sauce, so to speak. I'm sorry, guys, it's just over and over. I'm so glad I don't work third shift. Now, probably don't sound loud to you, but it's loud. Anyway, we put penetrol on it, and just kind of fixed it up. I made all these places myself. Real quick video here. It had a real good paint job on it. My wife did not want me to put patina on this truck, but you kind of got to when you got places like this. I mean, I didn't want somebody to come up 5 feet away and start looking at it closer and say, well, why has he got this? Why didn't he fix this? It's just a shop truck, what I call it. I guess I should mention it's on a 72 Chevy C10 truck frame. The frame is a 72, so yep, it's all been changed. All this stuff here, I mean, I darkened this in after I painted it. I mean, I'm not bragging, I'm just explaining, but I had a real good paint job on this truck. I mean, it looked good. And anyway, that's enough of that. I'm just explaining. I don't ever brag about anything. But I darkened this in with some brown, just so you could see it better. I don't want to mislead anybody or think I'm hiding anything. Scuffed all this up. All this stuff here. This truck's a mixture of different colors. See, there's part of it. Can you see that green? Or maybe anyway, there's a little bit of green right there. This door was green. And the fenders were different. The tailgate was different. Just different colors. It's a mixture of a bunch of trucks to make one good truck. So if you're new to the channel, I've had this truck for a few years now, and I've got another truck just like this. It will be coming along soon, but it's over at GM Tim 38's. GM Tim 38. His name is Brian, and it's a big back glass truck. This is a small back glass, as you can see. But Brian says it'd be a better truck than this one, but I just can't imagine it being better truck than this one. But he says it will be. Bought all this stuff new. This is all, my wife painted the letters here, and we scuffed it up to make it look thin, make it look rough. And, it's got dents in it. I didn't fix no dents. There's no Bondo in this truck. Done all this. I just like, like I said, patina style trucks and cars. If there was a perfect one of these sitting here and a patina style truck, I don't know why, but it's like a magnet to me. I'm just drawn to the patina style truck. I like to look and see what's happened to it. Try to read the story. They all got a story, don't they? These bumpers were included when I bought the truck. These are the original bumpers on this truck. And as I've said lots of times, this truck is from, can you see that? KEN, Farm Bureau Insurance, KEN, TURCY, Kentucky. So the truck might have been from Kentucky, I'm assuming. Why else would you put a Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance on? I put this on for a joke. Quality control. I mean, if you can't even notice the GM's upside down, it's a problem. I don't know why, but I've always thought that was just hilarious. I kid around all the time. Everywhere we go, we kid around, my wife and I do. Got me a farmer's tag for it, 66, Tennessee. Got that from GM 1038, actually. Let's see. Got dual exhaust. Tim Dixon at Gas Axe Chop Shop done a lot of metal work on this truck. Not a lot, but he done some. He done the exhaust, lowered the rear end down some more. Let's see. I know I'm repeating myself, but please forgive me because I'm just showing you around the truck. Oh yeah, I was wanting to let it run. My grandson called out. He had had my great granddaughter with him, and I was wanting to be able to hear him good over the phone from Virginia, so I just turned the truck off. Tim fixed these places down in here. I try to show you. See those places? He fixed them. This is the original rubber mat. I took it out and painted it. Tried to match up this the best I could with some paint I had here at home. It's got new rubber, new door seals, new pull handles. All this stuff was options, and so was that passenger side sun visor. They didn't come with one. You had to order that specifically for this truck. Glad I remember to turn it back on. But yeah, it's got little squeaks, little rattles, and guys, I don't know why, but I just like it. I just like it. Oh, where it's normally got rust, there is no rust up in here. If you look at these trucks, like from 60 to 66, this is the last year of this body style, by the way. 66, 67 was a whole different truck, whole different animal. But anyway, they normally rust up here. This one didn't because it's sat in the garage most of its life. Got a new gas tank. Let's see. We put all this stuff on, all the side trim is new, and man, I tell you what, see all these little dents? You can see them down through here. Brian, that's like I said, GM 1038. Be sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel. He put that stuff on. I paid a lot of money for this trim because I was trying to dress the truck up. It didn't come with this. Found that used. this, put the mirrors on and stuff, wipers. I mean, everything you can. It didn't take long for me to have a whole bunch of money in this truck. Then we got new wheels and tires. It's got disc brakes on the front. Like I said, it's on the 72 Chevy C10 truck frame. New exhaust that Tim Dixon put on. I just wanted to run it for just a few minutes, guys. It's got boo-boos, you know, little places. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I put this on, scrubbed it, you know, went over it with Scotch-Brite and stuff, tried to make it look like it's been on the truck a long time. Got rust. We put wood in the bed. I helped a little bit on that. And then my wife and I put 7 coats of marine varnish on it. So it should never have no problem. I painted up and under the truck too. Trying to, I don't know if I should. Oh, I was going to tell you about this. This seat is from a marketplace, but see, it just kind of matches the truck, the color and all. And man, I was glad to get it, and I'm glad it was used. It's easy to buy a new seat, but yeah, it's just a good old truck. I bought that Chevrolet. Goes on the glove box lid. I had to put it on. Just a good truck. Shifts real easy. I hope it don't rain. It sure is getting cloudy. Every time I get an old truck out, it starts raining. I was going to show you up underneath a little bit. See where I rattle can painted it? Now I just flat blacked it. I don't use that rubber stuff. I just flat blacked it where it looks kind of neat, you know. Didn't Tim do a wonderful job? Tim Dixon at Gas X Chop Shop. He's on Facebook. I can still see his markings. But he done a wonderful job on this truck, fixing the rust. There was a little bit. Let me get up real quick, best I can. I got bad knees. Whew, that was an adventure. He fixed a couple of little spots in this rocker. Trying to look a little bit here, I think, just a little. Here, if you ever look for one of these trucks, well, there's a spot. I always tell Tim, don't make it pretty. I want it to look, I want people to know it's been fixed. There was Bondo here. Tim cut all that out and put metal on both sides. Both fenders were, that's where they're notorious for gathering up, I guess, mud and stuff like that, and you know, start rusting out. There's no rust up in here. See, there's another color. There's another color. Just different colors, guys. And I painted this. I two-toned it white and almond gloss. Painted all that in there. It's just an old good old shop truck. Oh, this is new headlights. Like I said, like my wife likes to say, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. You know, it's just one thing after another. And you know, when it comes to money, I never had one of these before, and I probably told y'all this before, but I started not to get this truck. I come real close to not getting it, and I thought, you know what, if I'm ever going to own one, of course, like I said, this has been a few years ago now, but I thought if I'm ever going to get one, I better get one now. But you know, a lot of things has happened since I've had this truck, so but yeah, it's come a long way. I'm glad I have it. It's a good running old truck. And Brian and his dad Charlie, you know, put the motor and transmission in it. Well, the transmission was done in it. I kept it 3 on the tree, and I'm kind of regretting that a little bit now that I got bad knees. You know, I wish now to just. Brian was trying to talk me into making it an automatic, but now my big back glass truck will be an automatic. it'll be an automatic. And won't be no shifting. And I think it'll be a whole lot easier to drive for me, because I'm 69 and I'm not no spring chicken and all that. And anyway, the big back glass truck, the glass will be all the way up to here. You know, this is a small, remember? And this, the big back glass, its name is Luke, because the man that owned that truck, he worked for RC Bottling Company. Remember RCs? I'm sure you do if you're an older person like my wife and myself. Here comes my plane again. Anyway. Man, it's always right over the house. Anyway, so we named it Luke. Anyway, he'll be starting on it sometime. Brian works all the time. He has a full-time job, 10, 12 hours a day, and so does Tim Dixon at Gas X Chop Shop. Tim's on Facebook if you type in Gas X Chop Shop. But I don't know, guys, I just wanted to get it out and start it for a few minutes. And you know, I've been spending a lot of time on the 89 here, and I have some people say, why don't you play with one of the other trucks, you know, get them out. But I'm trying to get as much done as I can on this truck and the 2010, because you know, I got a 79 over at GM 1038s, and it'll be coming home soon. And then of course I got Luke, and you know, I'm trying to get as much done as I can, because I'll tell you how I am. I'm the kind of guy that once you get a, so to speak, a new girlfriend, well, you're kind of all over it, you see. Does that make sense? But anyway, that's kind of like how I am. My friends are like that too. Once they get a, guys, we just buy and trade and, you know, sell, and that's just what we do. I mean, when something else catches our eye, you know, something might be leaving, so to speak. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm not as bad as Tim and Brian are, but you need to subscribe to GM 1038 and check on Facebook, Gas X Chop Shop, because Tim Dixon, man, he gets a lot of cars and trucks at his place, and that's in 10 Mile, Tennessee. All these folks are in East Tennessee, by the way. So anyway, I'm just showing you around the truck, and let me tell you this real quick, then I'll try to hush. But this white from the factory is supposed to be all white down through here, all the way to here. All this up through here is supposed to be white, you know, white to match this. But see, to me, I've had a bunch of 62 Chevy Impalas, and to me, when you look at this truck and like the Chevy Impalas, you know, they had trim something similar to this, where it come out to one like spear like thing like this one. But to me, it just looked like everything was going this way. And if I made that all white, to me it just kind of broke up the flow. So I just made this part white, and this part down here where it all looked like it was going this way, like it's moving while it's sitting still, so to speak. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm crazy. So we kind of match. I'll show you up under the truck over here. Oh, hope y'all appreciate me getting down doing this, because it's not easy. Anyway, you can see I painted it I flat black everything. If I use that rubber stuff, to me it looks like you're trying to cover up something, and I'm not. Let's see where we're at here. Man, it sure does feel like rain. Anyway, this is Almond Joy here. I probably got some more to tell you. Oh, these tire sizes. Somebody always asks me if I don't mention it. They're 245 40-20s, 275 40-20s, 10s and 8s, 20-inch wheels, you know. 8s and 10s. So, and they don't rub or nothing. So, this I got some other things I need to do. I probably need to. We'll drive it around for just a moment. I got some other things I need to do. Let's see. Get in this thing. There we go. Hang on a minute. Okay guys, here comes my plane again, so it's a good time to go for a little cool down drive here. My wife will be back shortly, so I've got some things to do. It's in second. Remember I said it's a 3-speed if you're not familiar with 3 on the trees. Man, it sure is getting dark. I don't drive fast, guys. There's a lot of children in this neighborhood, and you know, I don't want to get in any kind of trouble. But it's just a good old truck. I mean, I don't go to cruise-ins or car shows or nothing. I used to do that stuff all the time, and I just don't anymore. We mostly focus on church, going to church, and you know, doing things like that. You know, I find more pleasure, and it's more rewarding to my wife and myself. And besides that, my Sabbath day's on Saturday, so that's when most cruise-ins and car shows are, I believe. So, or they used to be. But you know, I just don't care nothing about doing that anymore. My priorities have changed. Uh-oh, scared a cat. Sorry, kitty. Just going down the road. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna make a little turn here. It's just a good old truck. I mean, it's no speed demon or nothing, but I mean, it'll get you there and back for the most part. I never have driven it very far, to be honest with you. Maybe a little bit here and there, but not on a regular basis. Sorry, I can't. This is hard to do, drive and shift and hold this phone too, so I'm gonna call it a day here, guys. I'm gonna put this thing back up. I need to clean out a few things in the garage before my wife gets here, and that's another reason why I thought I'd get this thing out for just a moment. Oh, this thing's got power steering too. It didn't have it. I actually think this truck was born 6-cylinder, because man, this truck was plain. I mean, when I say plain, no options. There wasn't no pretty chrome on it. There wasn't no nothing to, you know, kind of dress it up. You know, like I said, there wasn't that. Wasn't no side chrome, you know, there wasn't no armrest. Got that at the junkyard from my friend K&K Kip. Oh yeah, we put a rear view mirror on it. Sorry for the plane, guys. You know, all this stuff that you see is wouldn't own this truck. It's just pieced together truck. And the first guy that had this truck, I know I've told you before, but the first guy that had this truck, I don't know how long he had it, but I've never met him, but he had it for years in his garage, and he was fixing it up. And you know, he was just going to the junkyard getting pieces, you know, like different. Remember I showed you different colors on this truck, different here, different there. You know, the hood was orange or red, and the tailgate was orange or red. And then, you know, of course you got this, and then the fenders is different colors. Try to remember to show it at the end of the video. But anyway, he had it for years fixing it up. Now, I don't know if that feller died or got in bad health or whatever. I don't know. But that's what I was told. Then my other friend had it, and he had it for 17 years in his garage. It's just sitting in the garage. So that's why there's not much rust on it. And he got into square bodies. My friend, that's, you know, I know him. He had it for 17 years in his garage, and he got into square bodies. So he decided he's going to sell this. So GM 1038, his name's, like I said, his name's Brian. His dad, Charlie, bought it. And then Charlie decided, Charlie's mostly into Camaros. Anyway, long story, making it shorter. Charlie asked me if I wanted to buy it. So Mrs. PIB and I went over there to GM 1038's garage and looked at it. And I said, I'll let you know in a little while. And, you know, I talked about it, slept on it. And like I said, I started not to get it because I didn't have any parts for this thing. But we wound up getting it. And this is one of the best trucks. It's one of my wife's favorite trucks. But I know sometime it's going to go to a new home because, you know, I keep them for a while and then, you know, kind of move them on, I guess. But I don't know what a truck like this is worth. You know, it's kind of pieced together. It's kind of, you know, it's like I said before in other videos on this truck, I should have named it Frankenstein because it's just different pieces, different colors to make one. But anyway, I've just done a lot to it, and you know, kind of put a lot of my life and money into this. You know, I painted all this. I seen that on a Pinterest or something, you know, those pictures. Anyway, a lot of 66 trucks had this white in here, and I guess it kind of brightens up the you know, the grill and stuff. So got something crawling on me, ants, I guess from laying on the ground. But anyway, to me it looks better, so I painted that white, and then I scuffed it up where it looks like, you know, it's all original. But you know, that's the thing. I try to make things look original. Like, you know, it's just been, you know, knocked around a little bit, boo-boos here and there. You know, it's kind of scuffed up a little bit. You know, nothing perfect. No, nothing perfect. But you know, it's still got some life left in it. You know, still up and about, still running around. And you know, it's not dead yet. It's not ready for scrap yet. Some of y'all, maybe y'all think it is ready for scrap. I don't know. But, you know, it's just different strokes for different folks, isn't it? I'm into this style. I've had perfection before, and I didn't care for it. You know, it's just a lot of trouble, a lot of upkeep. This one, you know, you can have fun out of it, and you're still going to get looks. Still going to get people comment. And like I said, if there was a perfect one here in a patina style truck or car, I'm always drawn to that. I mean, I like to read the stories. I mean, all the little cracks, all the little, you know, guys, the old truck's been used. You know, it's got a story to tell. Little boo-boos here and there. All this stuff I brought out on purpose. You know, I just wanted to, you know, not hiding nothing, just talking. Anyway, bet y'all's tired of that plane, because I know I am. I've been trying to talk to y'all boo-boos, boo-boos. Oh my goodness. I don't mind planes flying over, I really don't. If they just, fly and go on. There's the whole world to fly in. Why they insist on flying over and over and over around my house, I have no idea. Well, they're doing flying instructions, lessons, whatever, but I mean, my goodness, pick another path. Go south, go west, somewhere. Sorry, that's my rant for today, okay? My name's Jimmy. You're watching Primatus Best. I'm also on Instagram, Primatus Best, Facebook, Primatus Best. Got a second YouTube channel. Man, is it hot. Second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget. I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1, and Facebook, Man on a Budget. And let me know what you think about this old 66 Chevy truck, Almond Joy. I'm a nut. I know I'm a nut. I'm a one of a kind, as I have one or two YouTube subscribers say. I've never met anybody like you before. Well, you probably never will. But I just like saving old cars and old trucks. It's just my thing. Some people like drinking, some people like smoking, some people like doing this, doing that. But this is just my thing. And I have a lot of trucks, I know that. But, that's just my thing. There are worse habits. I'm not chasing women. I'm not drinking. I'm not blowing every penny I have on this, that, and the other. Well, let me take that back. It just now hit me. I'm a little bit slow. This sun's getting to me, and it's very, very warm. So let me know what you think, guys. There are worse habits. And see, I can always sell this and get something out of it. It's not like I'm blowing it in the air. Maybe I am a little, but look how much fun I've had. Look how much joy. I've watched my wife, Mrs. PIB, smile and tell me how much she likes this truck. And that makes me feel good inside. I mean, after my wife is my sponsor. And my boss, the one that's keeping this channel going, is my wife. Because I would have stopped several years ago. I've been doing this for a long time, many years. And, my channel's slow growing. Slow growing. It's a slow growing channel. I know it is. It never will be no monster hit or nothing. And, it is what it is. Either you like this channel or either you don't. But if you do or have any inclination of maybe trying to like it, I sure do wish you would subscribe to Primatus Best. And there's a little word called hype, Hype. If you would hit that for me, YouTube would push my videos out further. They think that maybe somebody else might want to watch some videos of ours, my wife and myself. And it sure would inspire me to keep this channel going, because it's for no more. I'm not griping, I'm just explaining. For no more than what we make on this channel as far as monetary, things, it's not worth it. Time you edit and all this other stuff, I mean, you spend a lot of time trying to make a quarter or 50 cents. You see, it's not much. But the only positive thing I can say about this channel is I've made a lot of good friends on this channel. Really good friends. Friends I would have never met had I not been had a YouTube channel. I never would have met a lot of y'all. Really wouldn't. So if you would subscribe, I sure would appreciate it. It's what I'm trying to say. Help us out. Hit that little hype button. Tell your family and friends, people you don't like. If you don't like them and you don't like the channel, suggest the channel. That'll really get their goat. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And be sure, if you don't do nothing else, if you don't get nothing else out of this video, please pray to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I was talking to someone today, and you can see that this world is in sad shape. This country, I live in the good old US of A, and you can just see, there's just some people that if one says white, the other one says black. If one says black, the other one says white. If one says round, one says square. I mean, you can't get along. It didn't used to be that way. Didn't used to be that way. And here it is, our country's fixing to have a 250-year birthday, and you can't even get people that celebrate this country. That, you know, what all the veterans and the men and the women have put into this country and died for this country, you know, and the Lord has blessed us beyond measure. Really blessed us beyond measure. How can you not like this country? I can go anywhere I want to. You know, you can say just about anything, but guys, just be respectful. There's no need in hating everybody just because they take a breath of air. There's no need. And that's not the way Jesus Christ would want you to be, but Satan is the one that's in charge. Remember that, Satan. So ask Satan to forgive you for your sin. I'm sorry. Let me start again. The sun's getting to me. Ask our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to forgive you for your sins and keep Satan away from you. That's what I always tell my wife and I. We always pray before we go anywhere, you know, and ask for forgiveness, ask Him to protect us on our journeys and bring us back home safely. Everywhere we go, my wife and I are praying and pray for our country. I pray for our country all the time. And, you know, guys, I mean, you don't have to be smart. I am the dumbest sheep the Lord has, and He went way out yonder to go pick me up and carry me back with His little flock. The Lord said He has a little flock, not a big flock, a little flock. And He picked me up and carried me all the way back to be. He changed my life. I got saved, and my whole life has changed. I'm not the same person I was just a few years ago. You wouldn't have known me. You wouldn't have known me. But when I got baptized, I changed immediately. So pray to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Ask Him to help you with it, whatever struggles you are having. Right now I'm having troubles talking. But no, I mean, seriously, the Lord is the one that's in charge, okay? Y'all have a very blessed day today. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about this 66 Chevy C10 truck, Almond Joy. If you even like this body style, you might like OBS is better. I don't know. Let me know what you think, and if you've ever owned one before. And, you know, I don't know what this truck is worth. No idea. But I don't know. To me, I know I've got a lot in this. That grill and all that stuff, I'm looking at things, stuff that my wife and I have bought, and, you know, we scrimped on in order to get this, to get this, to get this. So thank you guys for watching. Please give me a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one. You won't miss nothing if you like and subscribe, okay? It sure would help me out. Really, it would. It doesn't hurt to help someone out. So take care. God bless. Catch you in the next one, guys. And y'all stay safe, okay? God bless you. See y'all later.